No, wait. I need you to see this acorn squash first. Look at it, look at it. Do you see that?
That doesn't look appealing, bro.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new here, my name is Klean, and today we're not in the gym, we are not outside, we are in my kitchen. Why, you ask? Because your dream body is not only made in the gym, but it's made in the kitchen as well. It's what you digest, it's what you put into your body. We are going to cook today. We're gonna cook a recipe I've never made before, but I am speaking into existence that it's gonna taste good. So, with that being said, we are gonna be making something from a tasty recipe. Now, for those of you who don't know, I work at Buzzfeed, and so I work really closely with Tasty, and sometimes when they're testing for recipe books, they let us get a little nibble. So I'm going to actually be trying something that I've been wanting to do for a minute because it is holiday season. And because it's holiday season, we are gonna do a holiday influenced meal, sort of. What we're gonna be making today is, drumroll please, sausage and apple stuffed acorn squash. That is a very long name. I could not remember. I have all of my ingredients mapped out here, and so I'm gonna go through to let you know what you're gonna need to make this at home. So I'm not usually good with gadgets and whatnot, but I wanted to make sure that you guys can see everything that I have laid out here. So I have a camera up top as well as right here. So let me go through. We have our celery, we have our chicken sausage, but not just any chicken sausage. We have apple smoked chicken sausage. We have our garlic, our onion, our olive oil, our salt and pepper, our apples, and our acorn squash. There are a couple things that we are gonna need as well. So I'm gonna make a list and put it there for you guys so that you can see what you need to make this as well. So now that we have all of the things, let's get started. So the first thing that we are gonna do is put our oven on 400. So 400 degrees Fahrenheit, go ahead and put that on. And now we are gonna start with our acorn squashes. Squash? Daddy, what's the plural of squash? It's squashes or squash?
I don't know.
I'm gonna look that up later. Okay, so let's move all of this out the way so that we can cut our squash. I'm gonna go ahead and use my big knife here, and I'm gonna just, you know, get it as sharp as I can. I'm Chef Ramsay. So we're gonna cut the bottom and the top of the squash. This is because we wanna be able to have our squash sitting like a bowl and have a flat surface. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm very unsure about this. I can cook, y'all, I can cook. I'm just, with knives, it's very like, I get nervous, but okay. All right, so we're just gonna do this. Okay, let's start from the middle because this thing is hard. This thing is hard as hell. Okay, oh, there you go. All right. Oh! Lord help me, please. This is a workout in itself, so if you're strong or you have a man to do this, please have them do it. Jesus Christ. All right, there we go. Okay, so I only have 2 acorn squashes, so I can't mess this up. When you are cutting your acorn squash, you wanna make sure that there is no hole on the top or the bottom because you're gonna be cutting it in half. And then when you cut it in half, then you're gonna scoop out all the insides. Daddy, I'm gonna need you to cut this because I can't cut this myself. Can you cut this in half for me? Yeah. Don't hurt yourself. Ooh. All right, there you go. There you go. Thank you, Daddy.
Bye.
That's what dads are for. Now that we have our acorn squash cut in half, we are gonna use an ice cream scooper and just scoop out the insides. So you wanna make sure that you have a hollow cavity. Get all that out, all that gunk out. I don't know, maybe you can take these seeds and like toast them, because those are really good as well. If you've ever had pumpkin seeds and you've roasted them, they're really good. Now I'm gonna keep scraping just so that I have a deeper bowl, because the deeper the bowl, the more stuffing we can put into it. So this is a deep bowl. This is gonna be a really good one. And now we got all of that out, and now we have perfect bowls. Now that this is set, we're gonna drizzle it and put some salt and pepper, and maybe a little bit of paprika on it so that we can put this into the oven. I'm going to use one as an example to show you how to go about doing the rest before we put it in the oven. Now, I am going to use a baking sheet, and I put aluminum foil on it, and I'm going to take my favorite one. So I'm gonna take this one, and I'm gonna show you guys how we're gonna drizzle and put salt and pepper and whatever else we need to before we put it in the oven. So now that we got our bowl cut, we are gonna go ahead and do a tablespoon of olive oil and drizzle that onto the squash. So drizzle it on like this, like so, like that, because I am Tabitha Brown now. And I'm gonna make sure that the entire thing is coated with oil. Okay, and now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna use some pepper, put that on there. I'm gonna put some salt. We don't want too much salt because, again, hypertension. And then it doesn't ask for this in the recipe, but I'm gonna put paprika because you can never go wrong with paprika. So I'm just gonna put a little bit on there. So just a little bit on there. All right, and so our bowl is ready to go. Okay, so now that we've drizzled our acorn bowls with salt, pepper, paprika, we're ready to put it in the oven for about 40 minutes. All right. Okay, Google, set a timer for 40 minutes. Just kidding. Hey Siri, set a timer for 40 minutes.
Your timer is set for 40 minutes.
Okay, so now that we have our timer on, we have our squash cooking in the oven, we're gonna be cutting all of our other ingredients to put in the medium saucepan. So we're gonna need 2 stalks of celery, 1 or 2 apples, depending on how sweet you want your squash to be, and then 1 onion. So let me take my 2 stalks of celery. All right, then we're gonna cut our onion. So we're gonna go ahead, cut that up. So I'm cutting my onion very small because I'm the type of person that needs my onion to be like minor, small, very, very small, like to the point where I can't even see it. Y'all don't come for my cutting skills, honestly, because I don't do it to look cute. I just do it to get it done. And my eyes are burning. My eyes, oh my God, my eyes. Oh my God. Oh my gosh, my eyes, okay. Can you see my tears? Okay, I'm gonna go and wash my face and my eyes. Got my bowl right here. Take that, put it in there. Okay, now we're gonna move on to the celery. Honestly, this could be ASMR because the sound of celery. Do you hear that? Got all of our celery pieces together. All right, I think this is good. And now we're gonna do our apples. Okay. It's called it's called sausage and apple stuffed acorn squash. So you wanna taste the apple in there. Also, make sure you get your seeds out. I probably should have taken the core out first, so take your seeds out. So now that we have all or most of our ingredients that are gonna go in the stuffing, we are going to now put our pan on medium heat. We're gonna put a little bit of oil in the pan. Okay, so last thing we wanna cut is our garlic. So it asks for about 3 cloves of garlic, but I'm gonna use about 4 to 5, only because my garlic is small. If you have minced garlic, that's okay as well. I'm using fresh garlic, that's just a preference. But again, minced garlic is easier. And we're not gonna put the minced garlic in a bowl we are actually gonna keep that to the side because we're going to put that in the pan after everything else is cooked with the sausage. Honestly, if this comes out amazing, y'all gonna have to start paying me for this, period. Okay, so now we're supposed to add rosemary, but I'm gonna change it up and use thyme instead. So I am going to take the little leaves off of the thyme and I'm just going to add them to the bowl. If you know an easier way to get them off the stem, by all means, put it in the comments below because I wish I knew an easier way. So we got all that, boom, boom. Just wanna show you guys what it looks like. Show you guys what it looks like. Very nice, very nice, very nice. All right, so now that that's heated up, we're gonna put a teaspoon. Is that a teaspoon? I don't know, hold on. Now that we have all of our ingredients in our bowl, we're gonna take a teaspoon of olive oil and drizzle that into the pan. Okay, and move it around a little bit. Make sure that we're coating the pan. And then we're gonna just put our ingredients slowly into our bowl. Okay, and now I'm gonna mix it around to make sure that all of the ingredients are getting coated with the olive oil and they're all getting cooked equally. Okay, and now we're just going to, I'm gonna raise the heat just a little bit. And I'm looking and I see that, you know, I have apples and like I said, I didn't want a lot of apples, but I feel like I don't have enough, so I might cut another half apple. And now I'm going to clean off my slate here because it's dirty again. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna eat this. Look, one thing about me, I'm gonna eat while I'm cooking. I don't know if that's just like a me thing, if that's an everybody thing. Sometimes I cook and while I'm cooking, I'm eating so much that I don't even want to eat when I'm done, which is terrible. Okay. So sweet. So now we have this simmering, we have our garlic. We're gonna go ahead and cut our sausage. So I have apple chicken sausage. Now again, you don't necessarily have to do apple flavored chicken sausage. You can do regular chicken sausage. I just wanted to go with the theme here since it's apple. And I'm gonna cut 2, see if that's good enough. If it's not good enough, then we'll add another one. I don't know if I have a really good nose or these ingredients are just real potent. Everything smells good. Oh, hey mom. This looks like enough sausage, so I might not make another one, but again, I said that about the apples and then I ended up using more apples, so we'll see when we add everything in. So I celebrate Christmas, and you know, the older you get, the less gifts you get. And I'm like, I want a purse. Mommy, buy me some earrings. And they're just like, girl, you're grown. Buy yourself some earrings. Which is fine, because again, I'm grown. But it's always nice to get gifts. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and mix this up again. That smells so good. Okay, Mommy, can you smell it? Yeah. Smells good. It doesn't ask for this in the recipe. However, again, I'm Caribbean, so we never do things by the book. And so I have this thing called Epis. And what Epis is just a whole bunch of mixed greens with some spice. And so I'm gonna add a little bit of that to my pan. I like my stuff to be a little spicy. Wow, I can smell, wow. Is there Scotch bonnet in here? Okay, okay. There's Scotch bonnet in here. We have about 13 minutes before our squash is gonna be done. So we're gonna go ahead and put a little bit more salt and pepper in the pan. So just adding it in, and then adding some salt. Okay. Mixing that up. Okay, now I'm going to push all of my ingredients that are already in the pan on the side. And then I'm going to add my garlic so it can brown a little bit. And I'm gonna let that do its thing. I might need a little bit more oil. Mommy. I might need a little bit more oil. I'm letting the garlic get a little bit of color. And now I'm gonna go ahead and add my sausage as well to the mix. Again, like if you're vegan or if you're pescatarian or you have any dietary restrictions, I suggest to just substitute the sausage for something else. So you can do Beyond Meat, but you can even do it without the sausage. It's gonna taste good regardless. As long as, for me, the type of way that I cook, it's like, I don't necessarily have to have meat for my food to taste good. However, it can't hurt. But as long as you're putting your right ingredients, your right seasoning, your right sauce, if you have sauce, it's gonna come out amazing. We wanna make sure that our sausage also browns because we don't wanna have uncooked sausage, but cooked apples, cooked celery. We want everything to be equally brown. So I'm gonna let it sit. Oh, gotta add a little bit more. My bad, my bad. And we're just gonna let that do its thing. Usually I listen to music, but I don't want YouTube to do that little copyright thing that it likes to do, so we're not doing that. No music. No music.
Nope.
What you doing?
What are you doing?
What am I doing? I'm cooking. You see, I'm cooking for my audience. You see what I'm doing? You can learn some things from me, honestly.
Where do you even get that from? This pan?
This?
Yeah.
I came prepared. Amazon. Everything's from Amazon. Nick, do you want to help me cook?
I got a lab report.
I'm sorry?
I have a lab report to write.
But you were sleeping until 4. He's gonna help me in my next video. I promise you that. Promise you that. Well, you say, hey, you can't just come in to my frame and then not say hi. Hello? Oh. This is taking a minute to cook. Come on now. Come on now. We want to hurry up because the squash is about to be done in about like 5-6 minutes. And once that's done, then we're gonna come bring it back. We're gonna put all of our stuffing inside and it's gonna be a nice, cute little moment. I guess this would be a great moment to tell you guys a little bit about myself. I really hate that question. I can't even do like a get to know, maybe I'll do a get to know me in another video because honestly, like trying to think of stuff at the top of my head is really hard. Let's see. I love to work out, as y'all know. I love romantic comedies, and I feel like I'm on a date. I like to cook when it's something I want to make. Like I can't have somebody tell me, oh, make this. It's like, no, I'm gonna make what I want to make. I got really bad knees. I learned how to do my hair this summer. That was interesting because, you know, we're in the middle of a pandemic, so what else can you do? I didn't do this though. This was done by Ariana's Canvas. I'm gonna put her link somewhere down below because she is amazing. If you're in the DMV, check her out. I'm in love with Brianna, but so is the entire world, so that's a lot of competition. Okay, I think this is doing its thing. All right, I think this is good. It smells so good. Okay, so that's our timer, meaning that our squash is good to go. We're almost done with the stuffing. We just have to add some cheese and some breadcrumbs, and then we'll be good to go. So I'm gonna take 1 cup, and I'm going to add some panko crumbs into the mixture. Let me go ahead and turn it off. All right, I'm gonna mix it up first, get everything equally in the pan. Sausage, celery, apples. And now I'm going to sprinkle. That's a lot of breadcrumbs. I don't know why they asked for a cup. It does look pretty though. And we are going to mix that up. And so now for the cheese, you can either do Parmesan grated cheese, or you can do Parmesan grated cheese like this, or you can do shredded cheese. I'm gonna do grated cheese just for the mixture itself. So I'm going to put a little bit, it says to add, now it asks for about ½ a cup of Parmesan cheese. Now if this was shredded cheese, it would fill up to the brim. But since it is not that, it's grated cheese, I'm not gonna use ½ a cup. I'm gonna use ¼ a cup. So let me add that in as well. Please stop coming through the camera. Okay, so now I have 1/4 of Parmesan cheese as well. Oh my gosh, this looks delectable. And it's funny because I told my friend, I told my friend, I was like, oh, I'm gonna be making acorn squash for the holidays. And he was just like, what? Who eats acorn squash? And I was like, okay, you're not gonna try and yuck my yum. You're not about to knock me down. I'm gonna try it. And if it tastes amazing, let's just pray that this tastes good. I'm gonna let that sit. I'm gonna go ahead and get our squash, set it down so we can see what that looks like. Lord, I made a mess. All right, so now that our squash is ready to go, I am lowering the heat on our stuffing, and I'm gonna go ahead and get that. All right, okay, looks like we're getting there. And now we got our 4 squashes here. We're gonna take our fork and we're going to actually stab each one to see if they're actually cooked, because we don't want terrible looking squash. So our squash is completely cooked, and now what we can do is we can take our stuffing and put it into each bowl. All right, now I'm gonna take a spoon and put it in each bowl. So add it in there. Oh, I'm trying to make this look all nice. I'm getting messy. Okay, so that one's done. I like my stuffing to be a little crispy, so I left it on for just a little longer. And we actually made just enough to put in each bowl, so that's perfect. Okay, all right. All right. This looks like something that you could make with quinoa as well. This one has a hole in it. I know that we said that we were going to somehow fix this. Not sure how that's gonna work just yet. We have finished all of the stuffing and we've placed them in our bowls. And now we're gonna just top it, sprinkle a little bit of cheese, and then put it back in the oven for about 20 minutes, and then we'll be done. So you can choose whatever cheese of your choice. I choose Gouda. Again, you can use Parmesan, but this time use shredded Parmesan instead of grated Parmesan. I'm going to use Gouda because I like Gouda, because it is Gouda. Gonna sprinkle that on each one, make it look delicious. I really want to start making more recipes, more like different recipes that you typically wouldn't eat on like a Sunday, you know what I mean? So we got our cheese spread and everything, and now I'm gonna go ahead, put this in the oven for 20 minutes, and then we'll be done. Once we're done, I'm gonna have my family each try it to see if it's good, because I know that you're not gonna take my word for it, so I'm gonna make sure that my mom, my dad, my brother, all of them taste it to make sure that you know it's good. So where are my oven mitts? Okay.
Your timer is set for 20 minutes.
Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and clean this space because Lord of mercy, I have so many dishes to do now. And then we'll see how it tastes. No, wait. I need you to see this acorn squash first. Look at it, look at it. Do you see that?
That doesn't look appealing, bro. Like, that shit looks like ass. It looks like ass, Klean. If you want to eat ass, just say that.
Oh my God! It's rude, you're rude. And you know what? I'm getting sick and tired of everybody trying to come for my cooking skills. They are always surprised when they eat it, so.
It's okay, Klean. Everybody can't do everything. It's all right. You are good at other things. Find what your craft is and stick to it.
It's rude. It's just, you know what? It's unnecessary. Whatever, I'm gonna make this for you one day and you're gonna try it and you're gonna be like, wow, I was so wrong.
Somehow, I highly doubt it.
That looks so good. Come and make ours, because ours looks great. Okay. Look at that. So it has its color, it has its brown. I mean, it does look a little burnt, just a little bit. But that's because I only left it in, I left it in for 20 minutes, and that's what it asked for, but you don't have to stick to that. Now I'm gonna have my family taste it. I'm gonna have my brother, my mom, my dad. I'm gonna have all of them taste it, and we're gonna actually use the one that I messed up on and see how it tastes. I'm like, I'm a housewife.
You gonna give me the messed up one?
Okay, taste it.
Like a big piece.
Yeah, but you can't, don't eat the out part. Like this, you can't eat the skin.
Oh yeah, you can. I'm just not here, but you could. Okay, so here we go.
Wait,
You did it.
I did it?
Yes, you did.
I did it!
Good.
You like it?
I like it. Nicholas, you're gonna enjoy this.
So on a scale of like 1 to 10.
I'll give you a nice 9. It's really good.
Oh, I got a 9?
It's really good.
You said a 9, relax, please.
It's good.
Okay, alright.
I mean, it's just like it.
Relax now. Done.
Hold on.
Okay.
Wait a second. It's really good. I think I'm gonna like it.
Okay.
Good job.
Okay. Alright, Nick, your turn.
This is where the real critique come into play.
If you're gonna give me a real critique, I want all of it. Like, you're gonna have to give me like the good, the bad, the ugly.
I eat it.
No, don't eat the skin. Why is that? I mean, mommy just said that you can eat the skin, but don't do it. Nick, go down.
Not gonna it tastes like the holiday.
You going for second?
So, it's good though. I'm getting a little bit of nuttiness,
Boy.
a little bit of savory, sweetness from the squash.
Do you taste, wait, what else do you taste?
Oh no, it tastes like mostly the squash, the sausage,
Okay.
a little bit hints of the celery. I was gonna say you should have added a little bit more salt, but I don't think so, honestly, because like the sausages.
Okay, but like, do you taste any sweetness? Like, guess what fruit's in it?
Fruit, apple.
Yeah. I haven't tasted it yet, so.
No.
Okay. All right. So now it's my dad's turn. And he's gonna try it, and you're gonna eat it, and hopefully you'll like it. Make sure you get some sausage, too. You gotta get the sausage.
Very good.
Okay, so on a scale of 1 to 10.
One being the lowest.
Yeah.
I give it a nice 1. You know, that's an 8.
Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it. Mommy gave it a 9, but I'll take it.
You ain't asked for my rating.
Okay, Nick, what's your rating?
3, solid 3.
All right, Dad, thank you for playing. Okay, so now it's my turn to taste this for the first time. I mean, you know, I was eating in it just a little bit here and there while I was cooking it, but I didn't have it with the squash. So let's get a little taste. You know what? Chef Boy Arlene. This is good. Again, I can taste the sweetness in it. I didn't get a lot of sausage, but that spice, remember I put epis in it? And the crunchiness is really good because of the breadcrumbs. You can taste it's like crispy, but also soft, but it's like a mixture of different textures at the same time. I'm really happy with this. I'm happy with this. I'm proud of myself. And I hope that I can bring you guys more recipes that I like and that I love, as well as trying new recipes, because that's also a thing. Clearly, this was our first one, our first try, and we were successful with it, so very happy about that. And I hope that the next video that I do that's cooking could be healthy, delicious, and something that you guys can make at home. So thanks guys for cooking with me today, and I hope you eat clean. All right, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.
That's the thing. I don't know how much are you supposed to boil it if it's gonna go in the oven too. Like it has to be boiled short.